Alrighty guys, welcome back to the video. I got this piece here that we cut out on last video. We cut this piece out on the last video. We got this entire piece cut out. We got it all set up, ready to mock out on this side. And also in the last video we did end up grinding that rear corner, and it's all grounded down. I need a little bit more grinding, but it's pretty much ready to go. So we're gonna get this thing mocked up and ready to cut it out of this big piece. I don't want to put this huge of a piece onto the truck. I'd rather just hide it underneath. I'd rather just hide the seam where we weld it underneath one of our trim pieces, because that's gonna look the best, and you're not gonna be able to see it as much either. Otherwise you'd see some huge lines coming up if we didn't completely weld it right or do something right, which either way I'll try to make it look the best. But like this is the easiest way to do it in my opinion, and I've had better luck doing it underneath the body, underneath the trim pieces. So we're gonna get this piece all set up. I'm gonna end up cutting this bottom corner off here and a little bit up on the seam here, so that way this piece will slide up all the way onto this bottom lip, and do the same on the other side, because as of now if I just set it on, this piece here doesn't touch. You can tell here there's a big gap where it doesn't want to touch. So I'm gonna cut this piece off. It's still gonna be the exact same. I'm just gonna follow this line down and follow that line down, so it's gonna be the exact same piece. It's just the bottom two pieces aren't gonna get in the way of getting it to the right measurement. So let's get to marking and cutting. Alrighty guys, so I cut these bottom two pieces off. It's actually lining up better than I thought it was. At first it was kind of tight, but once I pulled up on it and pressed them both together, it's all lining up and it's looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this piece out, and then, or actually mark it first. I'm gonna mark it all down, and then I'm gonna get it cut out and fit it up to the bed and see how it fits. guys, I got this piece cut out. Looking pretty good. Now we just have to go fit it up on the truck and make sure it fits. So I already cleaned up the edges a little bit. I still need to do a little more cleanup on it, but I'll do that right before it gets welded in. As you can tell here, it's pretty close. I'm gonna end up, this piece I cut a little too big. It's so hard whenever you have to cut pieces out like this because you can't line them up 100% and they're so hard to measure. I don't know all the tricks of the trade yet, so that's why it's hard for me. But we're just gonna line this thing up, get this thing all lined up as good as I can, and then we're gonna run the grinder in between both of them at the same time to clean up the cut and make it exactly how I want it. And then we're just gonna scoot it up and get that thing all welded in. So this piece, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. It's just because of how you cut it off this piece, then you have to go measure it off that piece. The only way to make it work better is if you had some sort of like template slide to where you can slide across the entire way, but even then, the only way to keep getting better at this is to keep doing stuff like this. So we're just gonna have to keep working on old trucks, it looks like, so we can get better. But anyways, we'll just get to work. We'll sand this piece down here, get it all to bare metal, clean it all up as much as we can, clean up this piece as much as we can, get this piece all cut up smooth how I said before. I'll run the grinder in between both of them at the same time to clean that piece up. And that's pretty much all for this side here. And then if this doesn't take too long, we're gonna go ahead and cut out the inside of the bed pieces too and get all the inside of the bed pieces. Right now it's a big mess because I just throw all my spare metal in there and a bunch of other junk. So we're gonna get this piece cut out here, that piece cut out, and we're just gonna bed line the entire bed anyway. So doesn't have to be 100%. It got nothing. It doesn't, just for the rust to go away. I can't speak today. I keep stuttering, but we're gonna get this piece cut out. We got some more rust here to cut out. Then after that, we're gonna sand this entire inside. It won't be in this video, but we're gonna sand this entire inside and get it all bed lined. That's what I want to do with this piece. And then after that, we're gonna keep the same two-tone. We're just gonna mask off where our white is, where our red is. It is a stage 1, and they did paint it over some other junk paint that they had on, and it's starting to peel up. As you can tell, like if you see here, whenever you sand paint, it shouldn't look like that. It's all ready to come off anyways. So these pieces here look like they're all rusted out again, but it's just a little bit of surface rust with a little bit of sandpaper run over. It'll clean right up. We're gonna get all this stuff all the way. I don't want to get it to bare metal, but if it has to, we'll get it to bare metal, fix all of our spots where all of our dents are, and then we're gonna prime it, wet sand it, and then we're gonna go ahead and paint this entire piece. I don't know if I'm gonna film any of the painting process because I have somewhere where I can go paint, and I don't know if I can film it. I'll try to film as much as I can, but we're gonna go ahead. We'll save all that stuff for a different video. We're gonna get to this video. We're gonna get back to this video, and we're gonna get this piece all lined up, cut out, and we're gonna get this piece all welded in. As of now, it is getting pretty late, so we're gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Alrighty guys, so it is the next day here. I'm gonna get this thing yesterday, the other day, whenever it was, we got this piece all cut out and this off the bed all cut out. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that piece, line it up. It doesn't fit 100%, so we're gonna line it up and just cut both of them at the same time, and hopefully that'll line it up a lot better. It's so hard to run off one template to the next one and kind of go back and forth, but if we take this, line it up at the bottom, and just cut our way around the entire thing, we should be able to get a perfect fit, so that way we can just get it all welded up nicely. So let's get right into it. yeah, so the phone did die on us, and we got it back up and charging. So now we're gonna run ahead. We went ahead and finished cutting it all out, and it fits up pretty good. There are some bigger gaps, some smaller gaps here and there, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of run over the entire edge with this angle grinder here to smoothen out everything, so that we get a better feel of how it fits. It's fitting up pretty good. Then we're gonna run up behind it, and we're gonna sand all back behind this, so that we can get all that flat, smooth edge out of there. And then we're gonna go ahead and get this piece. I don't know if we can get this piece welded up in this video or not. We did get the leaf springs for the truck, so we might just put this on pause till I can get my friend out here to come and weld it. We might just leave this on pause for now, but we do have both leaf springs. They finally came in, so we're gonna go ahead and drill out those brackets, the rear leaf spring brackets, because they're all rusted out and I don't want them breaking. So we're gonna get those two cut out and then welded back in the new ones. So I can't even talk today either. As of now, we're gonna go ahead and just sand those pieces out. And so I just finished sanding all this little pieces here and there. I got the piece that we're gonna weld up. I got that all sanded in, and as of now it's looking pretty good. But we're gonna pause off this section here, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the truck. Tomorrow we're gonna start sanding down all of our spot welds where we gotta drill out. There's some huge spot welds. They're probably like a 1/4 inch to almost a 1/2 inch like wide. So we're gonna get those things cut out. We're gonna drill them. I don't know how we're gonna get them out exactly, if we're gonna drill them or if we're gonna sand them down and get it out. But we're gonna go ahead and swap those brackets, and then we're gonna go ahead and put on the leaf springs. I don't know if we'll get it in this video or not, but as of this video, we're gonna get the leaf spring brackets. We're gonna get those two pieces welded in, and then from there we're gonna see how it goes. We might test fit one of the leaf springs, or we might just go ahead and put both of them on. I don't know. But as of the bed for now, we're gonna put this on hold, so that way we can get my friend to come out and help weld these pieces in. And then as the bed keeps moving on, once we get this piece welded in, the sides are complete, and then we're gonna have, or not complete because we still gotta body fill them and paint them, but as of welding, they'll be complete. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on into the bed. The bed's got a bunch of rust holes. It's got a bunch of junk in it, just scrap metal as of right now, but we're gonna go ahead and cut out all those pieces. I got a replacement piece for the bed. I got a replacement piece in. We're gonna go ahead and just cut that replacement piece and weld that in. And then once it's all welded in, the bed is gonna be bed lined. And then we're gonna go ahead and work on the tailgate. We'll just keep moving along. But for the truck itself, the bed's almost done. The rear suspension will be almost done, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the fenders, the two fenders, the front and rear fender, the left and right fender, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to the cab corners and the rockers. I yet still have to find the rockers. I haven't found the rockers yet because I've been looking online. They're kind of weird. They're either a 2-piece or one full piece, which I want to get the one full piece because that looks better, and I feel like it'll just fit up to the truck better. So for the truck itself, we still have both rockers and both cab corners to do, so that's already enough work on just the cab. But for the fenders, I don't know, we'll see how bad the rust is. If the rust is super bad, we might just put new fenders. If it's not as bad, we're just gonna go ahead and shape out pieces of metal and get it all welded up nice and even with the truck, with the fenders, so that way we don't have to mess with buying new ones. I really don't want to put too much more money into the truck, but if we do need new fenders, I'll go ahead and buy new fenders, because I'm not gonna cheap out on it if it needs the fenders. But like I said, as of the truck for now, it is done, and we're gonna go ahead. I got the truck tarped off over here if you want to come over here and see this one. I got this all tarped off. It's kind of dark here because it is It is getting laid out. Now winter's coming and it's slowly getting darker and darker, but it feels pretty good. This is one of the first days it's starting to feel good. I got the truck all tarped off, so there's nothing's gonna be wrong with that. We did sand the frame, so the frame is good to go. And then we're just gonna keep working on this bed. And as of today, that'll be pretty much it for today. So we'll have to catch you guys another day. As of now, working on this, I just kind of work on, this is my project truck. I just work on it after school and after I come home from work. So we're just gonna go ahead, finish for today, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, it is the next day, it is the next morning. It's pretty early here in the morning, but last night we got this entire thing welded in. The same guy who came out last time and welded my other corner, he came out. He's an awesome guy. He came out pretty on a short notice, so big thank you to him. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's ds_dimes with a Z. He's a really nice guy and he does welding, so if you guys ever need anything, hit him up. But we got this entire thing welded in. And that's pretty much it for this video. This video is pretty much done now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Keep sharing these videos because I want this channel to grow. I don't want this to just be a short term, just this truck build and that's it. I want to keep building stuff, and the more you guys share it, the better off I am, so I can keep buying more cars and more trucks to rebuild. So if you guys can do me a favor and keep sharing these videos so we can keep growing this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are.